Hey boys and girls, welcome to reading. We have a really fun book that we are going to read today, but before we begin, we have to go over our sight words for this week. We have two brand new sight words, and here they are. The first one is are, the second one is they. All right, so I am going to say each letter as I point to it, and then we're going to say the word together. Get ready? A, R, E, R, and T, H, E, Y, they. Again, those sight words are and they. Your turn, what word? What word? Excellent. Okay, so the book that I have for you today is called Everybody Works. And just by looking at the cover, I can tell that my book is going to be a nonfiction book. Remember, our nonfiction books are those books that are real. They give us information and they tell us something that is true. They are not fake books. Our fiction books are the ones that are fake. Our nonfiction books are our books that are real. So again, this book is definitely a nonfiction book. The author is the person that writes the words. So our author is Shelley Ratner. Our illustrator, which we don't have right now, it's actually photographer, is Shelley Ratner. And I noticed I said Shelley Ratner was the author. She is the author, but we also have another author. The other author is Ken Kreisler. So our authors are Shelley Ratner and Ken Kreisler, and our photographer is Shelley Ratner. So as we're reading this book today, we are going to focus on something new. What we are going to focus on is something called the main idea. You might be wondering, what is the main idea? I've never heard of that before. The main idea is what the whole story is all about. And I have that written for us right up here. Give me a second. My paper tore. Throw out this little piece here. Okay, so our main idea is what is the whole book about? What am I going to be learning about here? All right, so as I'm reading, you will notice that I have some little stickies in the book. Those were some of the thoughts that I was having as I was reading to help me really focus on what our main idea is. Okay, so I hope you like it. Here we go. From looking at the cover, I see a fireman. So I know that must be one of the things that we talk about in our story, Everybody Works. Everybody works in different ways. Work is caring and protecting. So looking at the pictures helps me to see some of the different jobs that people might have. On this page, I see a doctor or a nurse. I see a fireman. I see somebody who's reading a book, so it might be to a child, so it might be a librarian or a teacher. I see a police officer, and I see a vet. Okay, so those things are helping me think about, what is that main idea again? Work is delivering and selling. When I looked at this picture, I wondered to myself, I said, I wonder what that postal worker is delivering. Postal workers will sometimes deliver packages from Amazon or something that has been ordered. They might also deliver letters or birthday cards. And over here, I see somebody holding a watch, and it looks like there are a bunch of watches there. So I'm stopping, even though the author doesn't tell me, I'm guessing that he is selling some watches. Work is creating. And building and fixing. Some people make things. Some people grow things or cook the food that we eat. Some work in an office. Some work at home. Okay, so far, some of the jobs that I have noticed have been an artist. some builders, knitters, a violinist, maybe some bakers and farmers. I see that this gentleman works in an office. I'm not really sure what kind of job he has, but he definitely works in an office. And again, I see somebody here who's painting or creating something. Others work outside or travel from place to place. Some work to earn money or volunteer because they're needed. Now that word volunteer might be a little confusing. It might be something that you've heard before, but you don't always know what it means. A volunteer is somebody who goes and does a job, but they don't get paid for it. So for example, when your moms or dads come in and they are mystery readers on Fridays, something that they want to do, but they just do it, because they enjoy it. Also, when we have parents that come in and work our parties for us, that is also an example of a volunteer. Sometimes work is a hobby, just for fun. Children work too. Even animals work. Everybody works. What about you? All right, so as we were reading and as I was asking some questions, I was asking myself, what is the main idea of the story? I want you to take just a moment and think. Remember, I told you the main idea is what the whole book was all about. So I want you to think real quick about what the whole book was all about. Okay, all right, I'm going to give you just a second. Once you have that idea in your head, once you have the main idea, I want you to turn and share it with somebody who's sitting at your table or around you, if it's mom and dad, or maybe your brother or sister, and share with them what you think the main idea of the story is. All right, are you ready? Here we go. If you said that the main idea of Everybody Works is people work at different jobs, you were 100% correct, Mundo. Great job. So here's what you are going to do next. You are going to log on to Epic. You are going to click on your name, and you are going to go, once you click on your name, you're going to go to your inbox, and you are going to pick a nonfiction story. Remember, your nonfiction story is the one that's fake, not fake. It's a real story, and you are going to read your nonfiction story. And then once you're done, you're going to take out your journal, and that's right, you're going to talk about the main idea of the story that you read. So in the blank part at the top, just like you always do, you are going to draw your picture. Remember to use those 5 colors. And then you are going to write on the lines the title of the story first. So a little bit different than what I have here. You're going to write the title of your story first. And then you are going to write the main idea of my book is, and then you're going to finish it. Okay? Whatever the main idea of the book that you read is, that's what you're going to write about. If you have a hard time remembering these directions, just ask mom or dad to look at the newsletter under Tuesday, under reading, and they will find the directions for you there. All right? All right, boys and girls, that's it for today. Have a great night, and I will see you on Thursday. Bye.